Jimin gets emotional. A shocking statement came from BTS's JUNGKOOK in an internal interview after his military service. "I've held this in for too long, and I want ARMY to know the truth." This seemingly simple sentence instantly shook social media spaces, sparking an emotional response from Jimin and bringing ARMY around the world to tears and an atmosphere long filled with speculation and longing. The reason behind Jungkook's silence during his military service was finally revealed. In a leaked internal interview clip later confirmed by Big Hit Music, Jungkook admitted that training was not only physical and mental, but also a time of deep contemplation. "I rethought everything, career, friendship, and especially about Jimin and our fans," he revealed with visibly teary eyes. This statement not only lifted the veil on the long-standing silence surrounding BTS members' personal dynamics, but also had a profound emotional impact on Jimin. Not long after the statement spread, Jimin, known as a sensitive yet strong person, posted a message on the official fan community platform. "I didn't know he was carrying such a heavy burden, and hearing it, I couldn't hold back my tears. We protect each other quietly, but sometimes we forget that we also need to talk," wrote Jimin in a tone full of emotion. The ARMY's response? An emotional explosion. The hashtags #WeLoveYouJungkook and #JiminWeFeelYou topped global trending charts in less than an hour. Thousands of comments flooded platforms like Weverse, Twitter, and Instagram, filled with support, empathy, and heartfelt reactions from fans around the world. Most called this moment a silence breaker that had long been awaited, not for sensation, but for the deep emotional bond between idol and fans. What made the situation even more touching was Jungkook's confession that he had been writing songs during his military service. "I couldn't sing publicly, but I wrote. And many of those songs weren't about romantic love, but about loss, guilt, and friendships we might never have had a chance to celebrate," Jungkook said in another part of the interview. He specifically mentioned Jimin as one of the reasons I stayed strong during training. These words, delivered without pretense, melted fans' hearts. Many felt that Jungkook, known as the Golden Magne, who always appeared perfect, also harbored wounds and fears. Especially when he added, "I once felt guilty for not showing how important they are, Jimin and you, ARMY. But I knew I would come back. And when that happens, I want everyone to hear the songs I wrote." Jimin, in an unexpected live broadcast on Weverse a few days later, spoke even more deeply. He shared that Jungkook's statement touched the deepest part of his heart. "We grew up together, but we also hurt together in silence." When he said he wanted to talk about all this, "I felt like the burden I've been holding was also slightly lifted." He then paused, bowed his head, and softly said, "And you, ARMY, are the reason we keep going. We see you, even from afar." The broadcast was watched more than 20 million times in just 12 hours, becoming one of the most emotional moments in K-pop fandom history. Fans who had waited more than a year were now not just waiting for the return of two major artists, but also for works born from honesty, pain, and healing. Another piece of information that emerged after this was Big Hit Music's confirmation that Jungkook and Jimin were indeed preparing a collaborative project said to be very personal. "This is not just music, it is a message and a gift," said an official agency representative. They also revealed that the release of this work is scheduled shortly after they complete military service in June 2025. Their journey during military service was not without inner turmoil. Behind their smiles and upright posture in uniform photos, there was hidden loneliness, self-reflection, and a deeper search for meaning in what they live as humans, not just global stars. Jungkook said that he once wrote a letter that was never sent, just to release what he felt. "The letter was for Jimin, for ARMY, and for myself," he said. Now, after everything has been revealed, the world awaits something beyond just a musical comeback. ARMY is not only preparing to stream new songs or attend grand concerts. They are preparing to welcome back two souls who have transformed, not just as artists, but as humans who have grown through silence and sincerity. What Jungkook revealed and how Jimin responded has become more than just celebrity news. It is an emotional narrative that shows how true friendship and emotional connection between artists and fans can endure, even amid uncertainty and intense pressure. When Jungkook said, "I knew I had to say this because this isn't just about me," he wasn't making a typical statement. He was opening the door to his heart and letting the world in. And when that door opened, we all, ARMY, music lovers, and the global public, could only stand still, moved. Because behind the glittering stage, there are two young men supporting each other in silence. And now, that silence has ended. Will this collaborative project be their greatest work yet? Will the songs Jungkook wrote during long nights in the barracks become a new voice in BTS's career? One thing is certain, the world will hear it. And this time, not just with ears, but with open hearts. When Jungkook revealed that he had long been holding in deep feelings which he finally poured into songs and words for Jimin and ARMY, many welcomed him with tears and applause. But amidst the sea of emotion and warm responses, one important question emerged that should not be ignored. Is this truly real? Or is all of this part of a highly structured and planned media strategy? We don't doubt that Jungkook and Jimin have a close friendship and a strong emotional history with their fans. But in this digital era, where a single video clip can generate millions of views in minutes and one hashtag can move global opinion, shouldn't we ask, are these viral emotional moments truly spontaneous and genuine? Or have they gone through editing, planning, and even direction from professional media teams? We need to note that much of the information fueling this emotional response comes from platforms like TikTok, Twitter, now known as X, YouTube Shorts, and online community forums like Weverse and Reddit. These sources are indeed powerful in building narratives and spreading news quickly. But are they reliable enough as primary sources of truth? What percentage of this information has been verified by official sources? Are the quoted statements from full videos or just selected clips meant to craft a specific story? We realize that most fans want to believe Jungkook's confession is true. They want to feel emotionally connected to their idol. But precisely because of that, we must be cautious. Isn't it when we most want to believe that we become more easily blinded by heartwarming narratives that aren't always based on fact? Let's look at this from another angle. Since the beginning of the year, talk about Jungkook and Jimin's return has been highly anticipated. Rumors about new songs, a collaboration project, even a documentary film have spread widely. Did this emotional confession moment arise naturally? Or is it part of a comeback strategy designed long in advance by their agency, Big Hit Music? It's worth noting that the South Korean entertainment industry is known for its professionalism and strategic momentum building. Many events that appear spontaneous are later revealed to be thoroughly planned. In this context, we must ask, are Jungkook's statements and Jimin's emotional response spontaneous personal expressions, or scripted scenarios to maximize media impact and build public anticipation ahead of their official comeback? This matters because it concerns the integrity of communication between the public and artists. When emotions become commodities and tears become promotional tools, the line between reality and fiction becomes increasingly blurred. Are we witnessing truth, or merely a narrative production from a highly media-savvy entertainment industry? Of course, there is nothing wrong with being moved. Nothing wrong with feeling a strong emotional connection to an idol. But as consumers of information and members of a global digital society, we also have the responsibility to ask deeper questions, to investigate further, and not to immediately trust everything packaged with emotion. We invite BTS fans and readers to reflect for a moment. When you watch Jungkook's confession video, read Jimin's emotional post, or see ARMY crying on live streams, do you fully believe that this is a sincere reflection of their inner selves? Or do you feel, even slightly, that this could be part of a larger script designed to create a wave of mass emotion? Skepticism does not mean disbelief, but is a form of care for the truth. In a situation where mass emotion can be stirred by a 30-second clip, it's important to remember, viral does not always mean valid. We must emphasize that part of the information in this article is sourced from social media observations, fan community speculation, and reports from popular entertainment media that may not have undergone strict journalistic verification. We present this information in a reflective, not affirmative, spirit. The goal is for all of us, including fans who dearly love BTS, to assess everything with open eyes and clear hearts. Did Jungkook's statement truly come from the deepest room of honesty? Or was the timing coincidentally perfect just before an album promotion or other major project?